Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, and today we are out at the school near my apartment so we can throw some discs and talk about them. So what I wanted to come out here and talk to you guys today about is this Discmania challenge just happened, and before it, leading up to it, they were doing the fundraising challenge, and so they released some new discs, and one of them happened to be this one right here. This is the DD1, Swirly S-line DD1, and the DD1 is one of a lot of people's favorites as far as distance drivers go from the Discmania line. A lot of people lean on the Stratosphere version of it as a pretty straight flyer with a little bit of fade at the end. We'll see how this one compares to that. I really love the way that this one looks. It's got a lot of really nice swirls in it. But I've got some other DD1s that I wanted to also compare it to. So you've got the DNA. So this one is a, I believe, S-line and metal flake DD1. Then, of course, you've got the Stratosphere. So this is the Horizon S-line DD1. And I've got a couple of them. This one is pretty much brand new. This one is extremely, extremely beaten in and flippy. My favorite one, the one that was beaten perfect, ended up in a pond. And then last year, Discmania came out with this Originals S-line Horizon. So the numbers on the DD1 are 11.5, -1.2. And if you go back to when Discmania was made by Enigma, you had the CD3. So this is a CD3, pretty much a brand new CD3 Enigma made that's been dyed. That this one here also has 11.5, -1.2. Recently, Discmania moved the Enigma over to the Originals line, and it became the new DD2. So I now have this one in hand as well. Difference between this and the DD1 is this one's a 12-speed, the DD1 is an 11-speed. So you've got 11.5, -1.2, and you've got 12.5, -1.2. Same numbers that the Enigma holds. So I wanted to get a comparison of those two as well, because they definitely fly much different for me. DD2 versus DD1, or DD2 versus Enigma. When you actually compare the profiles of them, extremely, extremely similar, but the flights, not so much. So we'll get a look at those as well. But first, we're going to start with the Stratosphere. So let's take a look. I've got about 600 feet out to those buses, so no chance I'm gonna make it out there. I've got a pretty good crosswind coming from right to left, which anything that flips and gets any turn is going to get kind of beat down. So distances aren't going to be as much as if it was a left to right. That would help give it a little bit of a boost. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to get warmed up a little bit, and then we'll get into throwing them. All right, I'm going to start with the new one, the special edition Swirly S-line. I'm going to pump it out that way. Try and keep it pretty flat. Get a little snap on it, see what she does. Great flight, held really straight. I tend not to throw super high, so I'm probably losing some distance off of my throws, but I'm putting it on a nice laser straight line, and that one was just perfect. All right, next up, we're gonna go with probably the most popular one, Stratosphere DD1 S-line Horizon. Gonna try and go for the same type of throw. A little bit of turn on it. Put it a little higher, but did get some turn. Ended up nice and straight out there. Bomber. All right, next up, let's throw the DNA. It's S-line in the center. You've got a metal flake C-line Horizon on there. So let's give this one a shot too. I do know from the few throws I've done with this one, it is much more stable. But nice straight flight with a lot more finish at the end. pretty good flight. I'm gonna go out and gather those up. Actually, you know what? I've got my flippy one. Let's give that a try. I'm gonna put it on some hyzer, see if we can get a flip up, a little bit of turn, have it come back. All right, Stratosphere DD1, super flippy. Oh yeah, that one's bombing. Had a nice flip up. Yeah. That was a nice flight. All right, so this one I'm gonna put a little bit more on them this time, starting again with the Swirly special edition one. A little bit more on it. Still gonna try and keep it flat and see what we do. Then we got a little bit more finish on it than it did last time. I did put it a little bit higher, and I'm not sure how much more I put on it, but a little bit. We'll go with the Stratosphere. That one was crushed. It got a little bit of turn, kind of carried, came back. It's quite a bit out there. All right, last time I put this one on a little bit of hyzer, so we're gonna try not to get it on a hyzer on this one. Put it out there on a flat throw, see what we can do. I think I got that one a little bit nose up. So again, not out there, not as far as the other two. All right, so I was actually impressed with the DNA one, how well I actually got it out there last time. We'll give it another try, see what we can do with a little bit more power behind it. A lot more finish. Definitely the most finish of any of them. Let's go ahead and let's look at the Enigma CD3. See how this one compares. Should be pretty similar. I probably put that one on a bit of anhyzer, and it got knocked down a little bit by the wind, but it did get out there pretty good. All right, wind is definitely picking up out here, but we're gonna go Stratosphere, then Special Edition Swirly, and we're gonna compare it to the DD2, and then we will throw the Enigma to see just how different this is. Very, very, very similar. I mean, these two are identical. It's the same mold. So why are they gonna fly so different? This one's been around for a while. This one just came out. Let's see how they compare to each other after we throw DD1s. Stratosphere up first. A little bit of a flip up, but I put that one on a lot of hyzer. It carried pretty good, but not the best throw I've had with it today. Got good snap on that one. Not a lot of height, but it's driven. It is definitely out there. That's easy 420. Swirly. Low, but wow, that one is driven pretty good. Oh yeah, that one got out there. DD2, which is the Enigma, just now in the originals line. Good snap on that one. Nicely driven, nice and straight. A a little bit of fade at the end. That one's out there. Now the Enigma, and I think you're going to see a difference between that flight of that Horizon DD2 to the original DD2, the Enigma. So let's see what we do here. I'm going to give it the same type of throw. And look at all that turn. A lot of turn, but it is coming back and it is carrying quite a ways out there. I think all of those, except for possibly the one I put on hyzer and put that way, should be over 400. All right, so obviously these two are very similar. You've got DD1, DD2, both of these are in Horizon. You've got the Stratosphere, you've got the prototype, and honestly, with my arm speed, they're going about the same distance. Right around between 400, 425 is about what I'm getting today, which is pretty good. Keep in mind, I'm a little bit older. I will be 49 in just a couple of weeks. I've only been playing for about, going on, October will be 2 years, November will be 2 years. So a little over a year and a half I've been playing. I like these discs. This is the one that's been in my bag since I got it. And I think it's gonna stay in the bag for right now. I've got a little bit slower than this, same numbers, is the CD1, which is a 9.5 -1.2. So you've got 9.5 -1.2 CD1, 11.5 -1.2 DD1 Stratosphere, and 12.5 -1.2. Both of these, I'm getting to go pretty straight. I'm getting just a slight more turn, which is surprising, out of the DD2. And so that's where I think I'm getting a little bit of that distance out of this one, but they're going about the same. Could go with either one. A lot of people love this one. Really, which one feels better in your hand should be a big decision maker. The 11 speed's a little bit smaller in the hand. 10 speed, 9 speed. I love the CD1. The feel in my hand, the 9 speed just feels great in my hand. I throw a lot of 9 speeds, but when you need a little bit more distance, both of these work out really well. If you need to get a little bit more turn, get a really beat in Stratosphere, or go with the Enigma. It is definitely flippier than this one. Hope you guys learned something out of this. If you have any questions, any comments, any discs you want me to take a look at, let me know. Thanks, guys.